The Way Out by GregShirk. I stepped out of the shower, enveloped with the scented tingling of warmth, and as I turned toward the mirror, I felt the icy grip of fear caressing my spine. The first thing I noticed was the utter stillness of the air around me. There was not a sound to be heard, not even the usual background hum of the city that I was so accustomed to. The second thing I noticed was my own reflection in the mirror. But it wasn't my face staring back at me. It was the face of a stranger. A woman with cold, lifeless eyes and a mouth twisted into a cruel sneer. I let out a cry of terror and stumbled backward, tripping over the edge of the bathtub and landing hard on the floor. Then I opened my eyes. It was not my bathroom anymore. I tried to get up, but my legs felt like jelly. I looked down and saw that I was wearing a strange silver gown that seemed to shimmer in the light. It reminded me of the dress my grandmother used to wear on special occasions. I looked around the room and saw that it was filled with strangers who were all wearing silver gowns. I felt a sudden panic rise up in me. What was going on? Where was I? I tried to scream for help, but no sound would come out of my mouth. I felt like I was trapped in a nightmare. Then one of the strangers started to speak. "Welcome, child," the stranger said. "You are here because we have chosen you." They told me that I would be given a chance to undergo a special training program that would help me unlock my latent abilities. I would be given everything I need in order to succeed. All I had to do was accept their offer. The thought of being locked up in this room with these strangers was too much for me. I had to find a way out. I started to look around for an exit, but there didn't seem to be one. I was trapped. I decided to undergo the training program. The strangers gave me a test. They said that if I could pass it, then I would be allowed to leave. The test was simple. I had to use my abilities to find a way out of the room. I concentrated on the door and willed it to open. Nothing happened. I tried again, but still nothing happened. I was starting to panic. I didn't want to be stuck in this room with these people. I took a deep breath and tried to calm down. I needed to think. There must be a way out of this room. I just had to find it. I started to search the room for any clues that could help me find a way out. Suddenly, I heard a voice in my head. It was the voice of one of the strangers. "You're never going to find a way out of here," the voice said mockingly. "You might as well give up now." The stranger's voice echoed in my head, but I refused to listen to it. I continued searching the room for any clues that could help me find a way out. I looked under the bed, in the closet, and even behind the curtains, but I couldn't find anything helpful. I was starting to feel desperate. I didn't want to be stuck in this room forever. Then I remembered something that one of the strangers had said before the test began. They said that this test was designed to test my abilities. I focused my thoughts on the door again and willed it to open. This time, I felt a surge of power within me and the door slowly started to open. I breathed a sigh of relief and stepped through the door into freedom. As soon as I stepped through the door, I was transported to another location. It looked like some kind of laboratory. There were all sorts of machines and equipment that I didn't recognize. I heard footsteps coming towards me, and I turned to see one of the strangers walking towards me. They had a satisfied look on their face. "Congratulations," they said. "You've passed the test." "What do you mean, I've passed the test?" I asked, still not entirely sure what was going on. "You've shown yourself to be mentally strong enough to handle the truth," the stranger replied. "Most people would have broken down under the pressure of the situation, but you remained calm and collected." "So what is this place?" I asked, finally starting to piece things together. "And who are you?" "This place is a laboratory," the stranger explained. "It's where we test random people for their mental strength by giving them drugs which generate a certain imaginary environment to test the subjects." "And you're one of the testers?" I guessed. That's right, the stranger confirmed. My name is John. I took a deep breath, finally starting to relax now that I understood what was going on. It was all just a test, albeit a very strange and intense one. But I had passed it, and that was all that mattered.